and Dr. S.R. Tambe sir from MGV's SPH College of Pharmacy, Malegaon, and Dr. Khanderao Jadhav sir from Divine College of Pharmacy, Satana, all my colleagues and yes students. I, Aarti Nikam, welcomes you all on behalf of MGV's SPH College of Pharmacy, Malegaon. Today's our lecture is on topic Pharmacy Practice School, an overview and its effective implementation. For that, we got eminent speaker, Dr. Satish Polshettiwar sir, MIT School of Pharmacy, MIT Pune. We welcome you, sir, on behalf of MGV's SPH College of Pharmacy, Malegaon, and MGV's College of Pharmacy, Nasik, and Divine College of Pharmacy, Satana. Now I request to Dr. R.S. Bhambar sir, to express today's lecture view. R.S. Bhambar sir, please kindly express today's lecture's view.
Good morning. Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Good morning, sir.
So may I speak?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You are audible. Yes, sir.
Very good. Good morning. Today's speaker, Dr. Satish Polshettiwar, who is my very close friend to me, and also Dr. Tambe sir. Here with this webinar, Principal Dr. Kishore Salke from Sanjeevani College of Pharmacy, Kopargaon, Dr. S.R. Tambe from Malegaon, and Principal Dr. Khanderao Jadhav from Divine College of Pharmacy, and all participants, all faculties and staff members. Once again, I welcome again Dr. Satish Polshettiwar. Today's webinar of Pharmacy Practice School, an overview with its effective implementation, is very important for all of us, not only students, for faculty also. As I talk about today's guest, Dr. Satish Polshettiwar, he is a recipient of many national and international prestigious awards, like prestigious ICT Educator Award 2020. Recently, he is honored by Association of APTI, New Delhi. He is also recipient of National Unity Award 2018 and Marcus Lifetime Achievement Award 2018. He honored with Best Faculty and Scientist Award. Today, we have such a great personality among us. So I welcome again to Dr. Satish Polshettiwar. Recently, his work was appreciated by President Dr. B. Suresh, Pharmacy Council of India. That is honor for him, and we are also very grateful, Dr. Satish and Dr. Suresh sir. I heartily welcome Dr. Satish. All of you know that we have completed 50 years next year, pharmacy profession. Our D-Pharmacy was started in 1972 and degree 1993. More than 25 years is already done. Our college is accredited. We are going for re-accreditation. Our Malegaon Pharmacy College was established in 2006. So, and we started PharmD last 2 years before. So this lecture is very beneficial for all of us. I welcome once again Dr. Satish Polshettiwar. Thank you. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, sir. Now I request to Erande sir to introduce our guest, Dr. Satish Polshettiwar sir.
Thank you, madam. Hearty welcome and good morning to Dr. Principal Dr. Tambe sir, Principal Dr. Bhambar sir, Principal Dr. Khanderao Jadhav sir, all teaching faculty and student delegate. I, Professor Kiran Erande from Mahatma Gandhi Vidya Mandir, Samaj Shri Prashant Dada Hire College of Pharmacy, take this opportunity to introduce our today's resource person. Today we have with us very dynamic personality, Dr. Satish Polshettiwar from MIT World Peace University, Pune. Satish sir is very techno-savvy and he always updated for the current happening. Recently, Satish sir received National Information Communication Technology ICT Educator Award 2020. Sir completed his BPharm, M.Pharm, PhD and DIT from CDAC Pune, and sir qualified GATE with 99% and also sir qualified MPSC exam. More than 17 years of teaching and research experience he is having. Presently, Satish sir is working as a professor and head at MIT World Peace University, School of Pharmacy, Pune. Sir is having own pharmacy educational YouTube channel with more than 4,000 subscribers and 1 lakh students followers are there for the YouTube channel. He is recipient of many national and international prestigious awards. Sir received the prestigious ICT Educator Award 2020 by APTI, New Delhi. Sir is listed as World Scientist Ranking 2021, which is declared by AD Scientific Ranking USA. Sir is recipient of National Unity Award 2018, Mariquest Lifetime Achievement Award 2018. Sir is a Best Faculty in Pharmacy Award from 4th Asian Educational Award 2019. Recipient of Best Scientist in Pharmacy Award at 8th Science and Technology Award 2019, which was held at Bangalore. Satish sir is also recipient of Best Researcher Award in Pharmaceutics from 2nd Venus International Healthcare Award 2019. Sir is recipient of Best Placement Officer Award from HR Club, Mumbai 2016. Sir is also having recipient of this Devang Mehta National Education Award 2019 and winner of Asia Continent's Samrastha Award 2019. Satish sir is recipient of Shikshan Shri Award, Best Innovative Teacher Award, and he received Rajya Stariya Gunwanta Shikshak Gur Gaurav Shikshak Puraskar, Shikshak Ratna Puraskar 2020. Global Excellent Award 2021 by the SCOM TV and World Aryavaishya community. He is well-known speaker and conducted more than 150 webinars for many national and international level. EFDP of Satish sir. Overall, international and national publications are 56. Sir is having 3 books in the pharmacy field, that is pharmaceutical engineering and pharmaceutical microbiology and immunology. He has attended many conferences and presented paper in more than 50 conferences. Technology transfer to pharma industry, that is his specialty. Sir has developed 4 formulas and product for various diseases with collaboration with the industries. He has also received research grant of more than 25 lakhs from Pune University and IPH, that is Innovation Promotion Scheme, Pune and New Delhi. Once again, very warm welcome to Dr. Satish Polshettiwar sir. Hereby, I request once again to all the students to keep yourself mute. Question and answer session. You can post your questions in the chat and also you can directly ask at the end of the webinar. Now I request Dr. Satish sir to start the session. Over to you, Dr. Satish sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you. Thank you very much. I'm audible, Kiran sir, before starting.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Audible.
Yes, yes. Very, very good morning. Thanks to Kiran sir for nice introduction. At the outset, I would like to express my gratitude and visionary stalwarts in the pharmacy, leader in pharmacy, for inviting me for today's webinar. Dr. S.R. Tambe sir, Principal Mahatma Gandhi Vidya Mandir, Samasri, Prashant Hire College of Pharmacy, Malegaon. Also, I would like to express my sincere gratitude to our guru, we called as mentor, Dr. Sir, who is the Principal MGB Pharmacy College of Nashik. Dr. K.R. Jadhav sir, Principal Divine College of Pharmacy, Satana. Now all teaching are joined this session. Sadunke sir, I could see over here, Principal from Kopargaon College. Then I really thanks to all the students community who have been joined this very important session. Today I am going to spotlight to each and everyone. Once again, thank you all session and all teachers. Let me start this without wasting the time. Yeah, today I'm going to talk on the topic that is very important. See a practice school, an overview and its effective implementations. Students, we all know this concept of practice school, rightly said by Dr. Bhambar sir, introduced by the PCI curriculum in 2014 rules and regulation, rule number 23. So we all know in BFARM regulations, okay, it provide what is the main agenda of this practice school? We all of you know to provide an opportunity to your quality life, quality time, probably that you are going to learn during your domain specific skill and knowledge. And that will take you on the real life situation problems. So that probably I'm going to highlight you, I'm going to take you on how we can effectively implement these particular practice schools for the mutual benefits for the college as well as students as well as industry. That is very important. Now to bridge the gap between the industry academia, this practice school play a vital role, very important roles. Help to grab the opportunity in pharma industry so employable. So eventually it absorbs in pharma industry. We all practice school is there in your semester 7. Those are there in the final year BFARM. You could find this syllabus. Then probably in your next semester, final year, you will be having the projects based on that. So in this competition, we are dealing with the real-time problems, and this will really explains you to develop your problem-solving capabilities. So let us talk with. So yeah, please let me share my screen again. There's some issue in the sharing, please. Yes, yeah. Okay, before going to start this session, let me open my disclaimer. The content of intended for educational purpose and presentation is based on the publicly available information that I have taken from the PCI website. So those I am going to highlight, and those are certain views I have from my personal views and my personal thoughts that I'm going to share with you how this practice school you can make it more effective so that you can become employable, because that is the ultimate outcome of any learning. Whenever you learn anything, you have to convert that knowledge into suitable products. Yeah, it must be having some. So that is very important. So what is the outline of this session? Probably I'm going to talk on the concept of practice school. Then probably I'm going to take you on the practice school as per the PCI syllabus. What PCI talked about that, because this is the great initiative and unique features which has been introduced in the PCI curriculum as per the BFARM regulation 2014-3. Because it provides an opportunity to spend a quality time learning domain specific skill that is required to get absorbed in pharma industry. Then I'll be taking on why practice school, why we are introduced, why PCI has given a lot of emphasis that probably then how the practice school is unique with the normal classroom teaching. So how this practice school, this normal classroom teachings that I'm going to take. Then what are different attributes and strategic plan for the institutes, how we can effectively implement this practice school with the help of all the availability that I'm going to talk. Then we will see certain case studies, how this practice school play with that particular case studies and how we can effectively implement. So probably I'm going to show my plan, how we can implement in your college. The students to work in the area of mutual interest to improve their self-confidence and develop the core competence. That is very important. Core competency is very important so that they become employable and eventually absorb in pharma industry. That is very important. Final outcome would be you should become employable. You should get proper job as per your area of interest. So that is the outcome of this practice school. Probably we'll discuss in this session. Then we'll be talking about suggested domain in the practice school. What are the domain that you can see during practice schools? Based on interest again, okay? So student interest is very important. Then the PS evaluation, how we can evaluate this practice school after the completion of this course, because that is very important, okay? Then next would be elective subject as concept. Then finally we'll have conclude this session and Q&A answer sessions. Okay, let us talk about this practice school. What is this practice school? Okay, if you look at the syllabus which is given in PCI, okay, it is recommended in semester 7. Those are pursuing the graduation, those are in the final year BFARM. In the 7th semester, every candidate shall undergo a practice school for a period of 150 specifically mention this 150 hours distributed throughout the semester. So probably I'm going to give this and design your timetable also based on this understanding and all that I'm going to at the end. Then the student shall opt any one domain. That is very. So we all know in pharmaceutical field, we are going to learn various domains. Maybe start with the formulation development, quality control. We all know we have the 4 domains: pharmaceutics, pharmacochemistry. Then we have the pharmaceutical analysis. Then we have pharmacognosy, pharmacology. 5 domains we have. So among the 5 domains, there are multiple domains are there in that. So domain anyone, like you can select pharmaceutics as a one domain. You can select as a pharmacochemistry as a one domain, and you can select as one domain. Yeah, pharmacology as one domain. So, okay, so that is a student choice. So we have given the choice to students because PCI always asked their syllabus curriculum that students have to opt any one domain for the practice school declared by program committee. So program committee is constituted by the head of that institutes along with one faculty member of that the domain and one student from each year. That is a program committee that is being decided from time to time. So this is the standard recommended by the PCI. At the end of the school, every student shall submit the printed reports. Whenever you do any kind of course, we always submit a report in the form of manual, in the form of printed copy that here 25 pages. This is standard, okay? That is being recommended by PCI. Along with the exam of semester 7, by the students, knowledge skill acquired by student through practice school has been evaluated properly by the subject expert at college level only, and grade point will be awarded. So this is a standard a template has been given by PCI. Now, how we can go ahead with these implementations? Let us talk about that. I hope, Irende sir, I am audible and you could see my screen properly.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. So, in the why this concept has been introduced by PCI. So, what we have in the current syllabus that we have discussed just now. So, we have the we all know you might have those are now finally they might have undergone this industrial training, which is recommended by this compulsory, desirable for as per the PCI. It is after a 5th semester. Please, somebody's mic is on. Can you? Yeah, please. Training is there in your 6th semester. Before 7th semester, student has to complete their industrial training in industry, hospitals, yeah, any other we can say research organizations. Okay, that is given by the PCI. Duration should be always 150 hours. That is divided equally into 4 weeks. Cool. It is well connected. If you see the template and framework which is recommended by PCI, they have properly connected each other so that student become employable at the end. So industry training means they have to undergo the industry training, simulate with industry, what is happening in industry, and that knowledge they have to percolate in the practice school, practicing that things. So if student is observing some tablet compression machine over there, what is the process after granulation, the punching is next step. So they have to understand the process in industry. Now after that, they can practice in the college. When they are undergone on the practice school, it is advisable to take them on, the students, you have to take them on this practice school that is introduced in 7th semester. It has to be performing, conducted in the institute itself only. You have to perform at college level only. Then duration is 150 hours throughout the semester. Then afterwards, the next semester 8, they have to continue with their project work based on the domain skill. Once they understood domain skill in pharmaceutics, medicinal chemistry, pharmacology, pharmaceutical analysis, cognosy, based on that knowledge that they have percolated in the practice school, or disseminated in the practice school, that has to be carried. So they have to choose one project based on the knowledge that you acquired during the practice school, and they can certainly continue with the project work. We can say the entire framework that is being recommended by PCI. I hope you must have got it this. Okay. Moving to next. So what is the concept of practice school? Why PCI has recommended this? We all know this is the era of ABCD. This is the era of machine learning. This is the era of artificial intelligence. This is the era of automations. So are we making them ready for industry in order to survive in the industry? Because all of you know why students are not getting job in industry, because they don't have this, the knowledge that is required for future prospectors, because industries are moving from the manufacturing to the automation industry. So they need certain students. They need a student who's acquiring the knowledge of artificial intelligence, machine learning, maybe some technology should be aware. Then only they can survive and they can adopt with the new technology. That is the best practice school. Today's world requires industry ready students, maybe not industry ready, but future ready. What is happening in today's industry, that is also important, equally important with the future industry. What is happening in future, maybe after 2 years down the line, 4 years down the line, what is happening in pharma industry? We need to nurture them. We need to inculcate all these things in their minds, okay, so that they will be ready for the industry. That is called as core skill and additional soft skill. We have to groom them in such a way so that they become employees. That is the ultimate outcome of practice school. Practice school program allow a student to practice concept, learn in classroom in the real life situation. So now learning the concept of tablet manufacturing, in case of chemistry, they learn about synthesis process, they learn about different reactions and all, how they can apply that knowledge to the problem solving capabilities. So if the student problems, then how they can apply their knowledge to resolve that issue, to address that issue. So that is the outcome, because we all know we are learning Bloom taxonomy. So learning of fact, okay, learning of fact is important, but apart from that, we have to convert that knowledge into real-time solutions. Means how we can apply that knowledge to resolve any problem in industry. So that is called as Bloom taxonomy, that how we can synthesize your idea and how idea is converted into the suitable, we can say, viable products. Bloom taxonomy talked about. So that will really bridge the gap between the industry academia, because the changing face of pharmacy practice required that pharmacy school should intervene with their program competence to take up the challenges and changing the role of pharmacy profession. We all know every day the profession of pharmacy is getting changed. We are not realized, we are not, pandemics that we are supposed to completely lock down at home. So we are in the era of radical uncertainty. We don't know what is happening in pharma industry, what is going to be there. So we should make ready ourselves to adopt this new. We have to always convert this challenge into the real-time opportunities. So that's the practice school. Okay, so practice tool make you dependent and self, competence to improve your problem-solving skills, and you have to become a decision maker. Because practical program allows students to practice concept real-life solution. It also provides with the platform to tone skill, because I have observed that many students, doesn't know how to, drop the email also. That is simple thing, how to drop HR manager, your subordinate. So if you, understand during practice school with this skill, how to drop the email, how to search on Google, how to search on database, because many students, even they don't know what is search engine and what is database. If I ask some student to, perform one literature survey on particular drug, if I give them one drug, curcumin, and ask to do literature survey, they always go with Google. So Google is search engine. We need to understandable. Google is not an authentic database. So we have to use SciFinder. We can use Embase. We can use your Science Direct. We can use Elsewhere database. These are the proper database. Your PubMed we can use. Your database. And students should know this difference between this. They always go with Google. Professor Google is there to answer all these queries. But Google is not giving authentic information. This is called as practice school. Practice school give this kind of attitude, this skill, this we can say, okay, to understand this the life, so that they can become employable. So employability skill can be improved with this practice school. That is the ultimate outcome of this the practice school, which has been initiated by a PCI. Because this will simulation to industry. We can take them on certain simulation, like for the pilot plant, we have the chemistry lab, we have various problems that you are facing. We can take them on this, and then they can certainly work on those aspects. Moving to next. Yeah, this is an important slide for you. So what is the uniqueness of pharmacy practice school? Because many faculty also, many times they ask, students also ask, sir, what is practice school? Why this has been introduced? What is happening in regular classes? What is in practice school? In regular practical classes, students learn concept individually. They learn individually, but in the practice school, completes life cycle of products. We usually call as CMC, chemistry, manufacturing, and control. We need to understand chemistry of drug, how it has been manufactured, how it has to be controlled. We are knowing the different regulatory. We all know that is control. How we can control those aspects. That is being learned in practice school. In the regular practical classes, students learn concept, type that they are staggered learning. Okay, but in case of we make a group. In the practice school, we always make a group based on domain skill. For example, you have 60 strength, we ask student to select your domain. If somebody is interested in Sutix, they will opt for Sutix. Somebody interested in chemistry, they will select the chemistry as their domain specific. Somebody is interested in cognizy, they select the cognizy as a. Somebody interested in ecology, they take the ecology subject as one domain, because PC has suggested you have to select only one domain at one domain. Okay, you have to opt for any one domain. So we make a group divided into 4 groups. Maybe Sutix में कुछ 40% आ सकते हैं, chemistry में 30%, like that. They the student get divided, and we can target those group. That is called as learning based on the, we can say, the focus learning by doing on the. We can focus, because in the entire class maybe you cannot reach to each and every students, but in the practice school we can small group and we can focus learning by doing, and they can get a more domain expertise knowledge. We all know we are the domain, like in case of they may learn about what is this quality control standardization and all these things, how to extract these particular things, what are the regulatory guidelines for how we can launch product into market, and what are the process for that. So we can make a syllabus for that domain, separate syllabus for these schools that I'm going to tell you. I have designed one case study for that, designed one course. So definitely that would be helpful for all teachers, even students, for the selection of domains. How we can select your domains based on your, again, area of interest. Because the ultimate aim of this practice school to transform academic to professional, because academic life is different. How make them professional? How, you have to simulate, because many students are going for a job. They are becoming job seeker. But I would suggest try to become a job giver, become an entrepreneur. This is a new opportunity for you. Don't look at getting job in industry. You can create a job. If you understood some concept, you can come up with a new idea, and you can certainly go with one product developments. We can start your own company, so that because this will always, lifelong learning for you, and they can survive in the fields. If you industry ready, then they can survive in the field. This practice school program allow the student to practice concept, learn in the classroom in real life situation, because it provides them with the platform to tone up their skill before they enter industrial training of industry experts. Yeah, faculty, we have to always develop you have to always update our faculties. That is also very important. That I'm going to talk how we can students can take make their strategy, because for that we have to make our strategy. This is obtained by simulation of industry environment in the process of education, because you all know the industry have a lot of expectations. Industry have a lot of from the individuals. They should have good educational background. They should be smart. They can work timely, followed by hard work. They should have discipline. They should be perfect. Very important. They should have proper attitudes. How you can look at this particular concept, that is very important. Right attitude with loyalty, and time and quality consciousness. That is very important. Okay, because many times you all know the timing, at what time you are. If somebody is asked to join at 11 o'clock, you should be ready for that. You can join before 5 minutes. That's show your attitudes, how you proactively work on the particular areas. That is very important. Yes. Yes, definitely, Nikhil. I'll talk about this database also. Elsewhere, PubMed, ScienceDirect, SciFinder. Definitely, I'll be taking on that in the case. Did not worry about that. That is a very important points that you have been pointed out, Nikhil. Thank you for this. So in practice, this is a basic tagline. Aspire. You all know these students, young generation have a lot of aspiration. Okay, so we have to the institute role is what? They have to train them so that they achieve their target, and industry are there to hire, okay, and to deploy. Your placement officer is there so that it will be transformed, and you can certainly work in pharma industry. That is the basic idea behind this practice school. Okay, so practice school make you assimilate the fundamental knowledge from the first year only. We have concept, theoretical concept. But once you enter into the final year B Pharm, then probably this practice school groom way, so that we can acquire the domain knowledge with the simulation, where we can practice it properly on those aspects. Like I already told you, how to write the mail, writing on the mail, drafting of email to coordinate. That is also one skill. How to search databases, literature survey kaise karna hai. Is starting it. This is a very important. That is we can nurture during your practice school. How we can do literature survey. That is a standard. How to do referencing. Is some small tips are there. Then certainly you can go with the projects. In practice school, we can ask them, we can take them on certain problem, and they can get it done through the experts, and we can transform them to make them industry ready BPharm graduates, so that industry you will get easily absorbed. Like in final year BPharm, we all know everybody want to become a class 1 molecule. Drug ka aapko pata hai, whenever you make any new drug, synthesize your drug, we all make the drug class 1 molecule, which is having high permeability and high solubility. Same thing happened with this practice school. So we have to make our students in such a way so that they will get absorbed in pharma industry. Industry ready, future ready is another concept. Today's what is happening in industry may not be useful for the 10 years down the line. So are we ready for that? Are we ready with this knowledge? Are we ready with this Python language, R language, artificial intelligence, learning, deep learning? That is the future. So if you're having the certification courses in the practice school that I'm going to talk, definitely we can go with the practice school, these certification courses from Udemy, Coursera. We have the Swayam platform. You can certainly enroll your name and you can get it done, the certification courses 1 month, 2 months. That would be value addition for you in the practice school. So we have to design the course in such a way. So that is the key message to all of you. Okay. And you can become a domain expert and you can become employable. So that if you talked about India skill report, 70% students are non-employable, 30% only employable. Why this happen? Why India skill report has given this report to everyone? Because our education system is only, just for exam oriented. We are not taking them in such a way so that they will learn all this, they will assimilate the knowledge properly, so they can utilize the knowledge to convert into the viable products. That is very important. You have to always utilize the Bloom taxonomy in your education system. I'll take you on that. Yeah. What is a strategic plan at institute level? That is important. So in order to achieve this target, achieve this, attributes and all, so we have to we have to develop the capability of the institutes. We have to find out, identify the areas, core area, our faculties are expertise. Maybe some faculty expertise in the, a CAD, computed drug delivery, drug design. Some faculty may be expertise in the extraction process. We have to identify their core skill and we can design one course to make them employable. So we have to identify those areas where our students are getting absorbed. We all know nowadays students are getting opted in the pharmacovigilance, clinical trial management, clinical data management, medical writing, medical scientific writing. Then some students opt for production, some are opt for quality control, some are opt for quality assurance, some opt for the patent IPR agents, patent attorney. So there are multiple domains are there. We have to always take this domain, while making your syllabus. So in which area our students are going, getting a job. So your ultimate outcome is to make them employable. The final outcome of practice school is to employ. So you have to always make available, utilize all resources. We can utilize your the engineering facility, chemical engineering facilities, your science faculties also. Maybe you are multi-campus, you are multi-institutes in your campus. So we can utilize this mechanical engineering department where we can design certain, we can solve the troubleshooting problem, any instruments with the help of design. So that is the kind of strategy we can make while going with this strategic plan. We have to develop the center of excellence. Now in MIT, we have the center of excellence in 3D printing. We have the center of excellence in the MAT technology. Sorry, we can say CAD technology. We develop certain molecule with the CAD technology. We have center of excellence with the many such things. So that is very important, where we can attract the industry and we can even we can fetch the consultancy from the industry. That consultancy amount we can utilize for the student development, where student can work on those products. They can certainly become employable. So that is very important. Then another aspect, training to faculty, because we all know that the faculty training is important, because faculties also need to be updated. You are talking about student updation, but faculty should train in the various domain areas. Maybe they are not well versed with the CAD technology, even though they are understanding chemistry, but they should understood this software like Schrodinger, Romax, the Autodoc that is being used in the CAD technology. So are we ready for that? So are we giving ready to give the training on the softwares, so that they become employable in those areas? That is very important. Our faculty are ready with the QBD application to use Minitab and DOE for that. So are we ready for that? So maybe training to faculty is very important. So training to faculties certainly helped to the strategic plan very well. Then collaboration with other resources at institute level. Rightly said, we have the mechanical departments, we have the chemical engineering department, we have the science, environmental science engineering departments. We can certainly collaborate with those institutes, and our students can work hand in hand with those institutions. So always this NAP, new education policy, also talked about this approach, multidisciplinary and interdisciplinary. The NAP also talked about this approach. So we all know Indian student must the era of omics, 3D printing, robotics, real-time monitoring, medical technologies, healthcare tracker devices. Now in pandemic, we are realized the importance of medical devices. Then we have the devices, genomic sequencing, nanotechnology, nanomedicines. We are moving with the painful to painless, non-invasive drug delivery systems. That is called as 4S medicines. That is 4PS medicines. What is 4P? Predictive, preventive, personalized, and participatory medicine. That is the era. So are we ready for that? So if students are aware about this technology, then certainly they can survive. Otherwise, they will lose their job after 2 years. That is happening in right now, you all know. If you have this value addition with your certification courses, with this practice school, definitely it will help to survive in the field, and they can certainly work, excel in the field. Because we are talking on that aspects, okay? So why practice school? I'm just skipping these slides. What industry expect from the individual? Good educational background, smart, followed by hard work, discipline, perfectness, attitude, time quality consciousness, less holiday with rules and regulations. So in order to, these are the industry expectations. So in practice school, we can take them on these aspects. We can groom them in such a way so that they become employable and they can work in industry very nicely. Along with that, they should have the skill set. They have to become a problem solver, the willingness to learn and teach, they creativity, innovativity, project knowledge, decision skill, then team behavior. So, team, and we can ask to work in the team. That is the team behavior that is happening in project work. Etiquettes and modus operandi, that is very important. Etiquette is very important. They should learn etiquettes during your practice schools. What is happening, how to drop the mail and all. Okay. Now, attributes, already I talked about the attributes. Practice school always, each student is trained to develop the right attitude, communication skill, professional ethics, and all these things. Now, what are the current requirements in pharma industries? What are the enlisted steps to overcome with the breach? How we can encourage our students to become experts, okay, from the industries. We make them aware about the current upcoming formulation technology. What is happening in pharma industry? All of you know pharma industry, the 3D printing technology nowadays, nanomedicines. So definitely we can list it, that topic in your pharmaceutics, that means domain. When you are making syllabus of pharmaceutics separately for practice school, we can add these points. Developments. Now we use pharma industry using high-bandwidth rate technology like HPLC, HPTLC, UPLC, FTIR, DSC. These are technology, are the MS, LCMS, so NMR. Are we going to take them on these instruments? So definitely this is very important. Instruments and equipment handling. Many students are even doesn't know how to operate, even though they are knowing. Okay, so definitely in pandemic, I think this is one of the challenges, again, one of the hurdle and constraint, how to take them on this instrument. Definitely I'll take them on, I'll take that also in this. Countries product filing in regulatory affairs have the specific filing. In India, we are not following the ECTD, common technical documents. But if you go to Europe, if you go to Brazil, if you go to the other countries, they mostly ECTD, electronic common technical documents. So are we making them ready to how to understand the ECTD filing? There are certain software, free software, where we can take them on the software and we can make them, we can simulate, we can give some case study to them and to ask to file CTD. If you are there, if the students are opting this pharmaceutical quality assurance as one of the domain, we can take them on this. There are multiple softwares are there. So student understood, they can simulate with this CTD how to make a dossier of any. We can give any product drug name and you can ask to do. We can collect the information of all the 5 modules that is there in CTD and we can ask to file. That is a kind of simulation. If the student wants to absorb in regulatory affair, certainly that person will absorb in industry because they are acquire, the students are having the knowledge of that CTD. common technical documents. In India, we only follow the hard copy. We have to we have to submit in hard copy, but other countries, they follow in electronic formats. So for that, we have certain softwares. Okay, if you require, I can definitely take one session on that. Then regulatory aspects, statistical approach we use various software for statistical application, like QBD software. We have Minitab, we have the statistics, we have the DOE and all. Okay. Now, uniqueness, already I talked about that. Learning by doing, that is one of the uniqueness of practice school. That is, I learn by doing. Reading, we all know reading, you maybe only understand the fact, but by, like CTD, if I talk CTD, maybe you understood what is CTD, but how it has to be applied. If you take them on the software, which is virtually available, definitely they will understood what is CTD and how to apply it, how to go through it, how to make in different models. Okay. Yeah. Now, so what are different? This would be really helpful for all teachers and students while selecting your domain. Okay, the one domain which is very common, many students are going with the formulation developments, where design and they understand the stability of the formulation, and they make a generic formula, we all know. Then the next, phytomedicine, herbal and standardization. You all know this is also one of the potential areas for the students who want to aspire their career. Definitely, these industries are growing day by day. That is, herbal industries are growing. Then next, analytical method developments. So whenever you develop any formula, you have to always develop the method for its how to identify, how to quantifically analyze that particular component. We need to develop a particular method. That method can be developed by UV visible spectrophotometry method, HPLC, HPTLC, UPLC, LCMS. There are multiple hyphenated technology available where we can develop the methods. That is also another area that we can include in quality assurance, pharmaceutical chemistry. This is a part of pharmaceutical chemistry. Okay. We have 4 domains only: pharmaceutical chemistry, pharmaceutical pharmacology, and pharmacognosy. So students have to opt any one domain, and teacher has to make syllabus. Okay, this is the thumb rule for all of you. Sorry, some issues are there. Let me share my screen. Yeah, I hope you could see my screen, sir. Yes, screen, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, thank you. Thank you. Yes, sir. Let me take it on next one. Okay. So next, very important domain. Many students are opted this domain, quality control, quality assurance, which is very important. Okay. As per the, we all know industry point of view, every product has to be checked with the quality, and it has to be always assured, achieve the predefined objective. So QBD, you can take the QBD for that. In this particular curriculum, definitely we can ask students to work on the QBD. Quality by design, which industry expect, what industry want. If the student has the knowledge of QBD, they can certainly work on these areas. They should be, the handy with the instruments, maybe dissolution test apparatus. So every apparatus we can take them in this particular curriculum. Then regulatory, just now I talked about that, how to file CTD. Okay, they should well versed with the all guidelines, what is happening in Brazil, what is happening in Australia, which guideline they follow, and all these things. We can take them on the ICH website, WHO website, in the practice school. They can certainly understood what is happening in ICH, what is the framework of ICH, why they are given this QPSC. You all know there are given different guidelines, Q1 to Q14. What is the meaning of Q1? What is the meaning of that? Yes. What is the meaning of that? We can say safety. What is the meaning of that? QSEM. We all know. So students should understood that. When you take them on the website directly and you talk these guidelines, definitely student will understood what is regulatory guidelines, why these regulatory guidelines are important in order to accelerate the drug development and product filing, because that is the interface with the industry and academia, industry and your regulatory bodies. The next areas where we can select as a domain specific area, clinical trial, clinical research, and documentations. We all know many students of this particular domain because there are multiple avenues, multiple opportunity in this particular domain. The company like TCS, Cognizant, Accenture, we have Cypharmix nowadays being converted into the transformed into the lab ones. Then we have a lot of company, like we have many companies are there. The student for this particular domain, clinical data management. So we can design the syllabus with the consultancy with the experts, and we can take them on the practice school, and the student become employable, because that is the outcome of this practice school. Then preclinical testing and toxicology is another area that is in the ecology only. Then pharmacovigilance. Many students of, if we asked about this particular domain, everybody want to join the PV departments, which is the one of the emerging kind of trends you all know, pharmacovigilance, where students package over here. Another area, SAS, that is statistical analytical techniques. We all know, if you have with the statistical analysis software, how to use the data which is coming from the clinical trial. So we need to understand this software. There are many institutions which give the certification 1 month, 2 months, 6 month certification regarding SAS. So we can definitely introduce this course in your practice school, where employable in this SAS. SAS में क्या होता है? Student should the software, how to analyze and process the data, because in clinical trial, whose data is coming out? It has to be always statistically analyzed and processed, so that regulatory agency will data. You have to statistically prove this data, what are the things, evidences that you have collected are as per the standard. So we need certain software, because software play a vital role. You all of you understood how computational study and all this very in our academic and in your research also. It will be more and more faster and more efficient. That's why industry always go with this software. So are we going to so are we ready for that? Only PV knowledge is not important. You should have this knowledge also. That will certainly add a value during your interviews. When you opt for interviews, definitely this knowledge will be added a value additions when you are getting job in industries. Okay, why MIT students are getting maximum placement and maximum job offer? Because of that, we always give the value addition to students apart from the regular teaching learning process. That is one of the uniqueness of MIT. Okay, so being a placement officer, always look after that. How I can make our students more and more employable, so that they can survive also, not only absorb but survive for future life. After 10 years down the line, also they can work, because they are certainly understood this machine learning, deep learning, this we can say augmented reality and all these things. Then last, we can say medical coding and scientific writing. There's another area where we can definitely go with this domain specific skill, scientific writing and marketing, sales, business analytics. There's another area. They are the suggested domain in practice school. Definitely we can go, you can opt any one domain and you can make students ready. Now, this is one of the important case study. What are different research area in pharmaceutics? Being a pharmaceutics people, I am the pharmaceutics branch. We always have, these are the different topics that we can definitely design in pharmaceutics. This is my design. Okay, we have designed the course, domains course in practice school in the pharmaceutics. We have taken these topics because mainly students are getting job in those areas. Okay, application of Six Sigma methodology, quality by design approach, design experts, TDDS, buccal oral film delivery, then buccal patch, targeted drug delivery, nanomedicine, polymeric drug delivery systems, nanomedicines, technology transfer, herbal drug formulations, cosmetic and cosmeceuticals, that is a part of pharmaceutics again, then community farm. The areas, okay, so we have designed the syllabus based on this topic because we identified these are the potential areas where students should have knowledge and they can work in industry. Yes, definitely, Vaishali ma'am, we'll take a questions. Yeah, please, no, did not worry, okay? I'll finish within 20 minutes. Yes, Kiran sir, is it okay for next 10, 15?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Because I have certain model for that. Even you can go with the skill-based certification programs. I'll be taking on the different website also. Learn where we can understand what are the skill-based certification program that we can include in your practice school as one of the credit points. Okay, we can have a courses like hands-on analytical training, intellectual property rights, pharmacovigilance, clinical data management, regulatory entrepreneurship, leadership development, artificial AI-based certification courses. There is one recently Infosys has created the free courses for all the young generation graduate students. They have created free courses, 1 month, 3 months, they will get certificate. Many students are not aware about that. Free courses, okay, where we can apply the AI, artificial intelligence to many problems. We have many problems in industry. But if you apply the AI, artificial intelligence, with the help of the computational, computer engineering students, computer engineering faculty, we can always help the industry to solve their issue. Then how we can implement this is very important. This is our model, that is the model that we created. So we can implement the PS school in this COVID-19 lockdown, because now in COVID-19 everybody is talking about how, because college is completely closed, how we can perform, how we can complete this task. So first thing, we have to ask our student to identify their area of interest or choice. So whenever you are implementing this practice school, we have to always ask our students, unka area of interest kya hai? Because they learn till third year B Pharm about different domain. Now we have to ask our students you would like to further go. Whether you want to make your career in the regulatory departments, medical right, pharmacology, pharmacochemistry, yeah, which department you would like to go. So that we can collect the information from students. After collecting information, then we can design the course. Simple. So I have taken one case. So I have considered this in silico drug design tools as a chemistry course. So in chemistry, nurtured all the students to understand how we can design the drug, how we can select the ligands and receptors based on in silico modeling. So definitely they can learn. I can design one course for that. I can take them on the certain software like Schrodinger, Gromax, Autodoc and all. And I have to always ask the students by giving some project that is B.Pharm, that is last semester. So outcome is mark. You can certainly add one value. You can also students to opt for SWAYAM courses. There's one website, SWAYAM, MOOC course, where we can select the courses. In MOOC, there are multiple courses. Based on your choice, based on your interest, select. Coursera is one other website, Coursera. You just type Google, make up Coursera, type karo. You'll get multiple courses on Coursera. This is a very, it's the largest platform where we can understand, we can go to the certification courses. Udemy also there. Then Infosys recently, they have facilitate us the various courses, AI-based courses free of cost. They are not charging single amount. Then we can call faculty. They can take them on the hands-on training. Okay, if the faculties are trained with this kind of knowledge, this kind of thing, definitely they can also take this, the students and hands-on training they can generate, and they can make a reports of these all entire things with the literature survey, and make a final projects. The outcome would be public patents and products. That is the outcome of this particular model. Okay, so that easily implements in our college. Now next, moving to this. So I was talking about the software. If you're talking about this free software, if you are selected this CAD course, computer aided drug design, we can certainly we can design the course by using this software. This is freely available. This course is freely available. Okay, you can visit this website. Maybe if you require, I can share this this particular link to you. Definitely you can go with this. Okay, how we can virtually do the molecular modelings and how to design this protein structure and all these things. Okay, this is my area of interest. Then practice school evaluations. After that, we can evaluate the student based on the project reports that they have to submit. After that, we should have Viva Voice for 25 marks, and we have to guide for the perceptions. Okay. Then again, we judge the students based on their goal setting, then achieving the targets, then to achieve targets, application of theory to practice, how they apply their knowledge into the problem solving. Okay. Then quality presentations. We can always ask students to make up quality presentations. That is the one way how to make ready for industry, because in industry also they have to present something. After doing some project, they have to present in front of all subordinates. So we can definitely train them while making PPT also, how to make PPT and how to present in front of all audience. That is also one practice we can take them. Okay, that is the understanding. That is then quality reports, how to prepare reports. Many students submitting reports without checking plagiarism. They cut copy from the others. So we need to understand plagiarism. We all know plagiarisms. That is a similarity. We cannot copy from other works. Work copy unless and until you take permission from them. So we need to understand. We need to always inculcate. We need to always understand things. We have to always avoid the plagiarisms in your reports. That we can check it with the certain software. We have the free software also. Some are software. We have Urkun. We have Google also has created one software free charge, a plagiarism checker. We can certainly add Google Chrome. Yes, please, student. Somebody is talking. Yeah, then overcoming limitations during your presentation, during your projects, how you overcome that limitation, how you solve that problem. that we can introduce in this practice school evaluation. Then communication skill, that is very important. In practice school, we can ask the student to present the things maybe stepwise. After 1 week, 2 week, 3 week, we can have to present the work, whatever the work they have done. That will certainly, gradually they learn all these things. Then attitude and discipline. Finally, is very important. Discipline and attitude is very important. We have to submit it at the that stipulated time period with the good attitudes. Then efficiency in planning and execution, that work, this is very important. There's a checklist for after the submission of your reports. Okay. And this is a timetable that I'm going to suggest to all of you. You can make it like this. We can divide your first. You have to ask student to select the proper domain. Based on domain, then we can make this timetable. Okay, we can give the, because you have to eventually distribute total 150 hours in your timetables. We can give the 3 hours daily session like that. Yeah, 3 hours daily session of practice schools, and afterwards in afternoon session we can make the regular theory classes. Then this is the elective subjects. We all know in 8th semester they have to select any 2 subjects. That is optional one. Okay. So students have to select any subject of the domain. For example, they have selected the regulatory domain. So they can take the regulatory affairs as one of the off subject. They can take the cell molecular biology. So they have to select any 2 subjects in final year B Pharm. That is 8th semester. In 7th semester, we have the practice school. 8th semester, we have the elective subject as well as project. Based on this is the interlink. Okay. First training, industrial training, followed by school. Then at the end, we have this projects along with elective subject. Yes. Yes, okay. Sorry, let me take it on this. Again, sharing problems are there. Okay. Yeah. This is the elective subject. I'm just skipping these slides that you can select it. Okay. So what is the benefit of elective subjects? Because it provides a student with a well-rounded education that focus on fundamental subjects. Elected pharmacology, they will only understand the clinical trial management, what is clinical research, what is preclinical, what is clinical. We can design include the PV in that also, because the pharmacovigilance is the part of pharmacology. We can have certain software. College also can purchase certain software like PV. We all know the Argus is one of the best software the industry use. Argus and all softwares. We can ask some industry to take our student on that software. They can certainly provide. Okay, so we have collaborated with the industry and they are giving this kind of knowledge to our students. If students are ready to join PV, definitely that would be really helpful our student to get a job in that areas. Okay, there are trial softwares, many things are there. We can take them on the website of CDSO and all, how we can file dossier and how we can enroll as agencies and all. Okay, what is trial going on right now, what is trial is being suspended, so that we can definitely CTRO website. There are different websites are there. For US they have different website. For India we have different websites, because they expand their student global awareness. That is very important. So there are multiple things we need to understand. We have to make our student critical thinker. If some problems are arises, then they certainly solve that issue. That is very important. Okay, because this practice school develop the skill in their specialized field, and they could even just satisfy student curiosity about certain subject. Then this is, I'm just okay. These are the future of industry. We all know. So every student must know what is the future. What are the we can say the disruptive technology. I call it disruptive technology that's shaping the future pharma, like artificial intelligence. As we know, we are moving from the normal manufacturing, batch manufacturing, to the continuous manufacturing, where we use machine learning, deep learning. So are we ready for that? So there are certain institutions like Infosys. They have started to train the students. They are giving free courses. You can enroll yourself. I'll share the link how we can enroll yourself. It's a 1 month, 2 month courses. We can understand intelligence with that. Big data analytics, flexible production, 3D printing. These are the areas. We all know industries are using 3D printing in order to minimize the batches and all, in order to make the things more and more efficient. ZipDose is one of the technology we all know, which is being the first FDA approved products, which is launched by the company. Okay, you all know. Personalized medicine is a new area. We all know. Now we are moving with the personalized medicines. Now the today's era is one medicine fit for all. If you're having fever, what we always take paracetamol. But really this paracetamol is required? So that need to be understood in the personalized medicines. If you understand of the individuals, then definitely these are the era. So now maybe the doctor will prescribe the medicines on your maybe on your phone. They will ask you to submit your genomic reports. They will come and they will guide you on the telephone only. Okay, based on genomic sequence. Yeah, you have this problem, you take these medicines. Paracetamol is not required for you. Okay, this infection is you have the infection, because of that this temperature has been. That is called as personalized medicine. That is 4P: predictive, participatory, preventive, and this personalized medicine. The 4P era. The era. Then continuous manufacturing, blockchain technology, which is very widely nowadays, in order to avoid the drug counterfeiting and all. So are we ready for that? So at least we should know what is blockchain technology. Like Amazon, Flipkart, they easily track the medicines. They easily track their all materials that is being supplied. Supply chain management is one of the area where student can definitely understand blockchain. Those are looking the job in business analytics, yeah, supply chain management. They should well versed with the blockchain technology. If they don't know blockchain technology, they will not. So that is the I think the one of the gain in the practice school. We have to make our student ready for industry. They only understand marketing and sales. They will not survive. They have to understand this technology also. AR and VR, extended reality, artificial intelligence, augmented reality, virtual reality, they are the future. Paperless manufacturing, digital therapeutics, robotics, simulation, they are the era which is coming in future. The post-COVID-19 scenario, we all know role of pharmacists will increase with the great awareness, need for healthcare professional for treatment in hospital patient, individuals in under prolonged period of in quarantines. The pharmacists are needed to provide into how the drug is impacting the body and how the body is responding to drug. That PKP understood. Health is not valued till sickness comes. That is rightly said by Thomas Fuller. We all know post-COVID-19, the winning industry is pharma industries. We all know industry is going to be benefited. Pharmaceutical industry, alternative medicine industry, insurance sector, gaming sector, affiliate marketing, network marketing, data science, spiritual. So boom is pharmaceutical, biopharmaceutical industry, healthcare will result in greater opportunity of pharmacists worldwide. We are the pharmacy sector is growing very rapidly with the CAGR more than 22. If you talked about the value in industry, we are in third, and in terms of volume we are in 10th. So we should know the importance of this. Some innovative pharmacy. I'll take more 5 minutes. Innovative pharmacy career options. Maybe you can look after your career options. Telepharmaceutical care, telemedicines. We can create an app. In practice school also we can create an app. Telehealth counseling. Okay, we can have a telecounseling health applications, multimedia health education, evidence-based drug evaluation, remote patient order review, automation, AI-based technology we can use, drug dealing reports. Now we can make a robots that will deal with the drugs and we can easily understood the concept of that. Prescription requiring app, doctor required prescription apps. Definitely pharmacists can make the app for those doctors. Another area where we can explore personalized drug prescription platform, DNA data determined drug service. We can have multiple opportunities. Only you have to become a right. You have to always have a team. You all know pharmacy students have a lot of aspirations. So in order to explore them, definitely we are so that the faculty is playing vital roles. In order to grow, we faculty facilitator. We can the thing has to be done too. So we have to do all these things. These are the main IT domain. We all know new IT domain in pharma, pharmacoinformatics, genomics, pharmacoeconomics, pharmacopolitics, health informatics, immunoinformatics, toxinformatics, cheminformatics, chemoinformatics. They are the areas coming in the CMC, entire CMC, chemistry, manufacturing, and your developments. That is control. Are we ready for that? This is very important because the future. The free online upgradation courses where you can definitely visit these courses like Coursera. Just now I talked about that. Worldwide online learning platform founded by Stanford professors in 2012. Then we have the SWAYAM platform that we enhance the effectiveness by MOOC. It's a massive online open courses. That is a MOOC. Then Alison is there. It's a very good where we'll find more than 1,000 high quality online certification courses that we can set practice school based on your domain specific skill. Then we have the EPGP, then we have freeeducator.com, class center, lessons, VBox. There are multiple, okay? So I have just listed some, courses over here, okay? Then you can go with the online internship also. We have the Internshada websites where definitely we can go with the online internship in pandemics. Okay, many industries are not offering the offline internship, but we can probably go with the online internship. It's the best website. We can register your name with your Google Gmail ID, and you can find out your area of interest wise internship, and we can get a stipend also. Many of our students are getting stipend through this online internship. They can work weekend also. Finally, I conclude this session with this practice as a platform that will facilitate and promote intellectual exchange between academia and industry and simulate a real work environments. This school involve a task orientation, teamwork, orientation, management relationship, and this school allow the student to study the topic of interest. That is important out of various domain. Now you have seen various domain. I have taken on various domain. Now it's up to you which domain you would like to select and where you're going to excel yourself. Finally, I conclude this one line. Mind is like parachute. It's work best. The only way to do the great work is to love what you do, as per the Steve Jobs statement. Okay, it's very. If you have any questions, then probably I'm really happy. Before that, I would like to really express my gratitude to the Tambe sir, Bambar sir, Jadhav sir, sir, Vaishali madam, all entire organizing team for inviting me for this session. And thank you all students and all faculty also.
Thank you, sir.
Any
Thank you,
questions?
sir.
Definitely, I'll happy.
Sir, session was really excellent and informative. It will really help our student to understand what is this practice school concept and do the research accordingly. So now we will move towards the question answer session. So, hi, Shubham Borade. Am I audible, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
You are
ma'am.
perfectly
Yes.
audible.
Okay.
Perfectly audible.
So one question is from Shubham Borade. How to correlate this entrepreneurship with practice school?
Yes, in practice school, a very good question you have been asked. Okay, this practice school, there's one domain that is sales marketing. In pharmaceutics, it is in the part of pharmaceutics. Yeah, you can have another domain. Yeah, in pharmaceutics, we have the business management marketing domain. So in marketing domain, you can learn this entrepreneurship skill. It's how we can convert our knowledge into viable products. If you have any ideas in your minds, we can certainly understand that ideas, how we can incubate those ideas in the entrepreneurship, that domain skill, and we can how we can go with the we can say filing your LLP, any private firms, and how we can bring that product into markets, how we can file, so how we can get a license, and how we can start your own startup. So that we can create one course in that. Duty of the institution to create one separate course for that. Along with this 4 domain, we have chemistry, physics, cognition, and ecology. You can add one more domain, that is we can say sales marketing. Yeah, marketing and business analytics. Yes, thank you. I hope.
Okay, thank you, sir. Sir, Chandrasekhar Patil, sir, from Divine College, he is asking about the guidance on pharmacology project at laboratory level.
Pharmacology, I think pharmacology have ample of opportunity. Thank you, sir, for asking this question first. This pharmacology branch have ample of opportunities. We all know because of pandemics, now everybody is talking about vaccine development, clinical trial, pharmacovigilance, clinical data management. So definitely, sir, we can collaborate with industry also for that. Even your college also can start, these small labs, maybe virtual lab. Yeah, that will certainly give the software. You can take them on the software like Argus. Yeah, we have the Visiblaze and all. And there are certain free software also there. If you want, I can definitely guide you on that. Okay, because I'm not a ecology expert, but definitely I can guide with the software. Which software we can utilize to take them. Even CTD also, how to file CTD also. That's a part of regulatory affairs, but that's also included in pharmacology, clinical trials. There are certain software which is used in phase 1, phase 2, phase 3 trials also. So definitely we can make well versed with this kind of softwares. Because in pandemic, they cannot visit the lab. That's why I'm talking in this software only. If you make them available the lab, that will be really the we can say best for them. I hope Chandrasekhar sir, I have answered your queries.
Thank you, sir. Then question is from Pankaj Aher. How can we implement process analytical techniques in practice school?
Very excellent question again. this because this is the need of our industry. We are going with the QBD, quality by design, as per the Q8 guidelines, QA9 guidelines, and Q10 guidelines. The PAT technology is very important. Process analytical technology, PAT. For the PAT, we need to have one software like Mini. We can go with the Minitab is also very good, no problem. But you can go with the MATLAB. MATLAB is one of the best software. We have that software in the college. So your engineering college, if you have engineering college with you, then we can ask them to purchase that software MATLAB. Take them on this ANN, all this, because that is my area of interest. Okay, I'm working on the ANN. That is neural networks, intelligence, machine learning, deep learning. That is my core area. So definitely you can ask to purchase the software MATLAB. You can get it done many projects on that. Yes, thank you. I hope.
Yes, sir. Next question is from Nikhil Khande. Sir, please tell best instrumental domains which can give us idea about the industrial instruments.
Industrial instruments. I did not understood the questions, madam. Can you repeat these questions?
Yes, he asking about the best instrumental domains which can give idea, that is the industrial instruments, means industrial HPLC like this.
Yes. Yeah. See, regarding instruments, if you're opted with this, for example, quality control domain, quality control, quality assurance, quality control domain, we need to well verse with the all happening technology like LCMS, HPLC, UV visible spectrophotometry, FTIR, DSC. There are certain flash chromatography. Then we must be how to analyze the water and all these things. We should well verse. So definitely, our college can collaborate with the FDA lab, and you can take the the training on that, and you can design the course at college level, theoretical parts, and practical work we can get it done at some college. Maybe some college, if most of the college having HPLC and UV, at least they can understood HPLC, conductometry, potentiometry in the college, and those are happening technology. We can take them on the institute like NCL. We have in Pune, Agarkar Institute. In Nashik, there are multiple institutes are there, multiple labs are there. Okay, where we can definitely take the students in group.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Then Prashant Shirode, sir, from SPH College, asking about Intershala internship.
So Internshada is one of the the online internship programs. Our platform, student has to enroll with their Gmail ID or any other email ID. Okay, so where they can find the various companies on that. The company offer, for example, my company. So I have a certain profile where I need it get it done within 2 months, 3 months. So I can post my profile on the Internshada. The students shall opt in that particular Internshada, and they can the company will take the interview and they will select the students. And student can go with the online training only. Yeah? Online internship, maybe drafting skill, medical writing, all these things. They won't get any kind of practical work. They will only get social branding, maybe for the marketing, creating certain protocol, all these things. I hope I answered.
Sir, next question is from Anuja Bhosle, madam.
Yes.
In that the project work for the same it is in group. So whether we will give this practice school also in group or not?
Yeah, practice school is in the group only. We have to make a group. For example, you have 60 students, and among 60, 10 students for pharmacology, 10 are cosmetics, 10 for others branch. So you have to make a group of 10 students, and we can design the syllabus. In studies department, we have 7 faculty. So based on their expertise, we can design the course. So industry, we have to map with that also. Industry what, and what with the faculty is having with us. Maybe some faculty expert in DOE, design of expert. Some faculty will be experts in developing the formulation. Some faculty will be expert in the polymer science. So we can ask them to design their own course, and we can have the session on that. Maybe 1 week will be taken by that A faculty, second week B faculty, like that we can go. Yeah, you can have alternate arrangement also. That we can get done.
Thank you, sir. And Akade sir is asking, is multi-domain project is okay, like formulation and standardization, and QC and QA and QC and regulatory affairs, etc. of phytopharmaceutical?
Yes, phytopharmaceutical is a multi-domain. See, in pharmaceutics, for Cognosy, you can do the extraction process. You can standardize that extract. Then formulation part can be done by the pharmaceuticals. That we can always have win-win situation for both. We can link with the pharmaceutical practice school students. Same project can be given to the pharmaceuticals. They can certainly go with formulation and development, and they can apply QBD, and they can go with the quality analysis again. Again, analysis can be done by the these peoples.
Okay, thank you.
Definitely we can go with that.
Okay. Then Sheetal are asking about the NPTEL exam.
Yes, NPTEL, madam, there are multiple courses on NPTELs. Maybe teacher can go with NPTELs. Even student also can opt for that. So based on area of interest, NPTEL have multiple courses. You select based on interest. Aapka interest, for example, if you want to learn QBD, so they have the QBD because last week only I completed a course on the NPTEL. Okay, QBD. So definitely we can go with the QBD if you if you want to go on certain industrial pharmacy course, some CAD technology. They have a number of courses. You register and you can ask your students to complete that course. That we can include in practice school. We can give certain credit to our students. Okay.
Then Sonali Musmunde asking, sir, how can we relate the online courses to practical knowledge, such as
that is really challenges for all of us. We are also facing these problems, but we have to always find out the way. At least we can take them on these databases, how to search, how to do literature survey. That we can get it done. We have different websites like SciFinder. We can take them on the website like we all know Elsewhere, Embase, and we have the PubMed, PubChem. We can explore them, these websites. At least they will understood this part. Then when the college open, that time we can take them on the project. Yeah, that is one challenge. I know that is not been mapped properly, but we have to always find out the way. Okay. Yes.
Okay. Then next, that is from Chandrasekhar Patil from Divine College. If the project work is in group, then how the students should compile their data by individual or curriculum submission?
Yeah, they can divide that course. For example, somebody has done the standardization parts, somebody has done the formulation part. They can divide that. Okay, the first part is taken by the preliminary parts been done by these first students. Second student has done the formulation part. Third student has done the analytical development part, and fourth student has done the statistical parts. Definitely, we can divide this project also. Likewise, they can submit. Need not because understanding is important because they all are doing simultaneously all this work, and finally you can compile later on for publication purpose. Compilation can be done. We can get published that entire 4 work in 1 articles because that is also very important. The ultimate outcome is to get patent and publication and some project funding.
Thank you, sir. Then Pankaj Ahir from Divine College asking, how Six Sigma approach helps to practice school?
How Six Sigma approach in practice? So Six Sigma approach is one of the statistical approach. Okay, so if you take them so for example, you are making any formulations. So how to, how this particular QRM, quality risk management, whenever you are doing any project, you always find out the critical attributes. It could be CTTP, it could be CPA and all material attributes. So we need to ask students to generate this rationale while selecting the QTTP, QTPA and all the quality target profiles, quality metal, critical metal attributes and all these things. Because 6 Sigma also for that. Na? So at least we can get it done, this preliminary work from that. And later on, they can go with the certification like we have yellow belt, green belt, and this belt we can take it with these courses. We can take them on the courses later on. Let them understood first basic factorial design, basic attributes. Then they can go with a 6 Sigma approach later on. That definitely helpful. If the student want to go in the quality assurance department, definitely this knowledge will be helpful to them because they are well versed with this project. At least they should know what is this 6 Sigma approach, why we are applying the 6 Sigma in your product development process. Yes, I hope I have answered these questions.
Okay, sir. Next question. Sir, can a student do other pharmacy practice options such as training hospital pharmacy or QA, QC, other MOOC or SWAYAM courses?
Yes, madam, that is it. See, depends on mutual interest and choice. We have always, our practice school always should be student-centric. That is the first attributes, student-centric. What student want, we need to make them employable. That is the ultimate outcome. So if students want to make the career in the hospitals as a clinical pharmacist, we can definitely design the syllabus for them. Because the ultimate outcome is what our students get job in industry. They should absorb in industry very well. Definitely we can take them on based on their interest again. Okay, if interest is some student interested in hospital clinical pharmacist, we can definitely design.
Okay, sir. Last question. Whether the IPR course, that is the 6-month IPR course, is considered as a practice school?
Yes, we can consider, not an issue, because see that is value addition. If you are doing full-time course, definitely that will be a value addition to them. Okay, because the ultimate outcome, what PCI suggested, you have to make the student employable with this kind of data. They have to submit this report, whatever the things they have done in the SAS programmer and all these things. Okay, then definitely we can consider, not an issue.
Thank you, sir. Yes, Akde sir again asking. I
No, no
suppose
problems.
future project, that is example with dental college, hotel management, extra is possible.
Yes, madam. This is the ultimate outcome, ultimate approach. Okay. So we have to always go with interdisciplinary and multidisciplinary. This new education
Yes.
talked about this. If you always take the help of this dental college, if somebody is having developed some formula for a certain dental caries disease, some herbal extract is there, we can always collaborate with the dental college to analyze, to perform the clinical trials of that herbal formulation that you develop for the dental caries and other infections. Certainly we can go.
Thank you, sir, for answering all the questions. I think all the participants get satisfaction with this. Then I request Ms. Sonali Pawar, madam, to give the vote of thanks. Sonali Pawar, madam, from SPH
Thank you.
College of Pharmacy. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am. Good afternoon to one and all. I deem it a great honor and privilege to propose the vote of thanks on this session. I, on behalf of MGV's SPH College of Pharmacy, thanks to our management, motivate and support to arrange such webinar. First and for the most, I thank our special guest, Dr. Satish Polshettiwar sir, who despite his busy schedule and found time to grace this session. I also express my heartfelt thanks to our principal sir, Dr. Bhambar sir, Dr. Tambe sir, Dr. Zadhav sir, and Dr. Sarunke sir for their valuable guidance and encouragement. And also thanks to all faculties of MGV's Pharmacy College, Nasik, SPH College of Pharmacy, Malegaon, and Divine College of Pharmacy, Satana. Last but not least, I thank you to all the students. Once again, I thank you, one and all. All are request to submit your feedbacks using link which is shared in chat box. Thank you, sir. Student, please leave the meeting.
Yes, thank you, madam, for your the comments and feedback.
Students can leave the meeting.
Yes, they can use.
Can be remain connected.
Yes.
Thank you, sir.
I hope I have completed within time, sir. Yes, sir.
हाँ सर
Yes.
एक मिनिट मुला फक्त
Oh, I'll
बघूयात.
meeting is not an issue. Thank you sir, for your comments. Thank you madam, for your comments.